Congressman Ron Paul, a libertarian Republican from Texas, ran for president 2 years ago and remains one of the most outspoken lawmakers on Capitol Hill. And now his son is running for a Senate seat in Kentucky. And this week, Dr. Rand Paul picked up the endorsement of former Alaska Governor Sarah Palin. Does the political apple fall far from the tree in the Paul family? Well, let's find out. Joining us now is Dr. Rand Paul, a candidate for the seat being vacated by retiring Kentucky Senator Jim Bunning. Dr. Paul, first of all, the big question a lot of people have is, how are you similar and how are you different from your father?
Well, the one thing that I tell people that I admire most about my father is that his vote is not for sale. His vote's not for rent. People know where he stands. The lobbyists don't even come to him. They don't bother because they know they can't buy his vote. I think that's some genuine honesty that we lack in Washington.
What is your biggest issue in this Kentucky race? I mean, if there's one thing that you wanted voters to remember from your campaign, what would it be?
It's the debt. It's a great worry that I have about how large the deficit is and that it's consuming our country. And I think could get to the point where it's unmanageable. I think part of the answer, though, is we have to limit their terms. I think they all stay too long, and we need to bring them home.
Got to ask you about Sarah Palin. She gave you a full-throated endorsement the other day, and here's what she said. She said, well, there are issues we disagree on. He and I both are in agreement that it's time to shake up the status quo in Washington and stand up for common sense ideas. She's also donated $2,000 to your campaign from her political action committee. What is the good and what is the bad of having Sarah Palin support you?
Yeah, I can see only good. I think she's the biggest endorsement any Republican candidate could get in a primary, and I think it's huge. She has a great kinship with the Tea Party movement, and so do I. I started this in April 15th of last year speaking to a Tea Party in my little town of Bowling Green. 700 people showed up on the square. It was the largest political event I've ever been to in Warren County. Every event that I've been to in Kentucky, the largest events have not been Republican events. They've all been Tea Party events. And I see Sarah Palin as a large national figure in the Tea Party movement, if not the largest of the leaders within the Tea Party movement.
Dr. Rand Paul, thank you so much for joining us this morning. We will be talking with you more, and we've got some tough questions about the deficit for you in the weeks ahead, but we look forward to talking to you again.